What's up, dudes? Eli here, back for a t-shirt slash cassette tape video. I know neither of those are, super popular on my channel, but that's just kind of what I've been doing lately. I moved a couple months ago, and I've just been really lazy about unpacking my CD collection, which is what I wanted to delve more into, for future videos. But I'll get to it, I don't know, in the next month or so. So in the meantime, I'm just kind of showing stuff from my collection that is totally unpacked, that being my cassette tapes. Yeah, so we'll get on to it. I'm only showing 10 t-shirts today instead of the usual 20. Show 10 shirts, 10 tapes. We're still in the black metal category with my shirts. These are all black metal, or you could argue some of these are black metal merging into death metal, black death metal, but whatever. It's black metal enough. We're listening to the debut French black metal band Gorgon from They formed in 91. This came out in 95. The Lady Rides a Black Horse. This album is really fucking good, as you can tell. Thrashy black metal. Nice use of keyboards sometimes, but they're not overbearing. I wouldn't call this symphonic black metal by any means, but what label did this come out on? Something Dungeon? Obscure label. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure. But anyways, track it down if you can. This is the only thing I ever did hear from this band, but it's really fucking good. We'll start with the tapes first. That way, for those of you that don't want to stick around for the shirts, take off. You can go home early. Take the rest of the evening off. I said it's okay. Anyways, we're going to start with really, really cool Finnish black metal band, Ancestors' Blood. Preparing for war. This is one of their, I don't know if this is their first non-demo recording or not. Anyway, it's an earlier EP. I apologize if, I don't know a lot about this. I don't know anything about this band's politics per se. This tape did come out on Stellar Winter Records, which is a label known for putting out politically dodgy type stuff. So I don't know. Anyways, pretty nice J card there. Ancestors' Blood, really cool black metal band. They kind of started out. I wasn't super into them when I first heard them, the earlier material. I think they're a band that definitely got better with time. They started out more of a raw pagan type black metal, and they went on to put to have some cool symphonic touches, and I just think they got way better later on. But still, it's a pretty decent EP. Next we have, I think this is this band's debut demo. Super raw black metal band out of France, Grotesque Productions. Not surprising. We got Animus Heralus. I don't know how you say that, but really good band. I have several of their tapes. I think I misplaced a few of them. This is the only one I have out as we speak. This is in some of the somewhat earlier years of Grotesque Productions. I mean, it's not a bad J card, but I mean, this is just printed on straight computer paper. Limited to 500 copies. I have an earlier one, but whatever. So yeah, I mean, there's always been great black metal coming out of France, and Grotesque Productions have always been very diligent at bringing that to us. Next we have a band that I really, really wish I had more material from. I do plan on changing that in the near future, I hope. Japanese heavy metal band, Anthem. This is, was this their debut album, I think? I think it's self-titled. This came out on Restless Records in, sorry guys, 1985? I can't remember if it's their debut album or their second, but it's an earlier album from these guys. Anthem are absolutely fucking killer. They just play, what can I say, just good traditional heavy metal. They've been pretty active, you know, in the last 35 years. You know, some of their stuff veers into almost into power metal. That one's just more straight, just traditional heavy metal, maybe a little bit of early speed metal. Excellent band. Everything I've ever heard in their discography is just amazing. Definitely need more. Now I have a couple Finnish black metal albums. I think these are demos. We have Anxiety, also under Car Productions. This one's titled The Holocaust Anthem. I believe this is a demo. Limited to 300 copies. It's not on straight computer paper like that Animus Hairless demo. It's this time it's a little bit glossier. I can't remember when this came out. I think early. Yeah, okay. Recorded in 2005. Released somewhere around there. I have not spent a lot of time with these Anxiety demos, but good raw black metal. We'll leave it at that. And from Finland, so it's always a good sign, if you ask me. This is their 2004 demo, just titled Autumn 2004. Car Productions again, limited 300 copies. Like I said, I need to spend more time with these. Definitely, you know, raw black metal out of Finland, but I just don't have a lot of details for you guys. I just haven't spent enough time to really soak it in. So I will be changing that. Maybe I'll come back and talk about them more when I'm a little better at it. This here is I think it's a full length. This was given to me a couple years back, but this is Aragon out of Poland. Thorn by the Devil. It's actually was supposed to be Torn by the Devil, I believe. Limited to 666 copies. Came out on Putrid Cult. I have not listened to this yet. It was, like I said, it was given to me by a guy in Poland I did a trade with. He threw this in, which was very nice of him. Just haven't listened to it, so I apologize about that. I know some people get annoyed when I show stuff that I haven't listened to yet, but dude, we all have stuff in our collections that we haven't got around to listening to. This is not a review channel, so I'm not doing, you know, I'm not reviewing albums that I haven't listened to. I'm just showing them because I have them. I can give you what little details I know, and then you can go look into it yourself. But until then, most of my stuff in my collection I've listened to, at least probably 85%. But you know how it goes. Next, this is the only thing I own from this band, which is kind of sad because I really dig this band. One of the more notorious black metal bands that come out of Sweden. We got Arcanum with self-titled album, the 11-year anniversary album. I don't know why this was released. I don't know what's special about 11 years. But anyways, this was their self-titled album. I can't remember if that was their debut or not, but I think it was. Don't hold me to it. This is a pretty nice version, or a pretty nice release. This came out on what was this label called? On Oniric. Yeah, Oniric Records out of Spain. They did a pretty good job. Actually, I have a couple tapes from this label, and they always do a good job. I think I might have a couple of these for sale in my distro, so if you want one, just send me a message or whatever. Decent, pretty cool tapes, stickered tapes. Yeah, Arcanum, just great Swedish black metal. Like I said, one of the more notorious bands to come out of Sweden. Not necessarily one of the earliest, but still earlier to mid-90s. Fantastic. Yeah, I've heard a lot of their discography, and it always hits the spot. 8 out of 10 is probably their weakest album. So you all probably know Arcanum. They're pretty well known, pretty popular. Great fucking band. I don't remember the dude's name. It's just one guy. What a talented motherfucker. He was in that band Grotesque. You might have heard Grotesque from Sweden. Really, really good kind of death black metal, old school primal shit. Legendary. So yeah, this guy, I think he was a guitarist in Grotesque. just kind of gives you an idea of, you know, just some of what he can bring to the table. And next I have a couple releases by the Portuguese black metal band Arcanum. So, you know, obviously Portugal's been getting a lot of attention in the last couple of years or more for their black metal scene. But Arcanum have been, you know, doing it before pretty much all of those guys. You know, they started, I think, like in the mid-90s. I don't have these in order necessarily. This is Hymns to Our Fatherland. I believe this is a full length. This is probably the one out of the stuff I have from them. Yeah, this is the one I've listened to the most. This came out on AMF, right? AMF Productions. Very, very raw black metal thing. I don't know, maybe Judas Iscariot. I might just be saying that because they cover Judas Iscariot at times, I think, on this album. Very dark J-card, but nicely done. Heavily reverbed vocals. You could not possibly add more reverb to your vocals on a black metal album. It's just, it's kind of over the top, but I really like how it sounds. But yeah, if you like Judas Iscariot, that really early Knock Mystium stuff, you know, I know Blake Judd's an asshole, but like that self-titled Knock Mystium EP, I thought was really good. I could definitely see some similarities with, you know, in Arkanstone. Then I also have, this is their first full-length, what is it called? Knock Day Armageddon? Knock Day Armageddon 666, to be exact. This came out on Alistor Rex. A pretty cool label out of Portugal, actually. They release mostly black metal. Maybe all black metal. Yeah. What year did this come out? Not sure. Yeah, I like Arkanstone. Not a band I listen to often. In fact, it's been fucking years. I have one more thing by them. This came out on Hades Productions, South American label, I believe. I don't know if they're still active, but limited to 200 copies. This came out in 2002, I think. So this is a self-titled album. To be honest, I don't think I've ever heard this. But yeah, I'll have to check it out. Like I said, the Hymns to Our Fatherland, I really like that album. So anyways, 10 tapes. Now we'll move on to the shirts. Like I said, all black metal. Maybe some of these bands are, you know, more black death metal, but whatever. First, we have, this is a band I really dig. I wish, they've been silent for quite some time now. I wish they would come back and just give us something new. We've got Bloodstained Dusk. One of my favorite black metal bands to come out of the U.S. This is the cover art of their last album they did, Black Faith Inquisition. It's been probably at least 10 years, probably more than 10 years. Death, the Salvation of Humanity. So this album, or this band really caught my attention because they were a black metal band out of, like, I think Alabama, which right there is kind of strange. And they had Pest on vocals. Pest from, you know, Gorgoroth, Obtained Enslavement, all that good shit. I don't know how they got him to join their band, but it's a killer album. This was their third album. They have 3 full lengths. Not my favorite, but still pretty good. Really good symphonic black metal. Well written, well played, just really good stuff. And one of my absolute favorite bands, Mystifier, out of out of Brazil. This is from their second album, Geisha. Got this on Nuclear War Now. That Bloodstained Dusk shirt, by the way, I got from Moorbun Records. They might still have some, I'm not really sure. That guy never restocks his shirts. I don't know why. There's the back. Easily, well, I wouldn't say easily, but probably my favorite band ever to come out of Brazil. Just excellent occult black metal, black death, whatever you want to call it. Just, I can never get enough Mystifier. Next, this is not necessarily a black metal band, but it is a band that started off playing black metal, at least on their demo, and then he went on to do ritual dark ambient music. This is a split shirt, actually. It was released to coincide with the split between these two projects. One being Black Seas of Infinity. That guy is a friend of mine, and the other being what was it called? It's the dude from Asherontis, I think. I'm so sorry, I don't remember the name of his project, but anyways, there's the cover. It's very esoteric looking artwork. I can't explain it. I don't know anything about it, other than I have heard the album. I'm not real into ambient music, especially like ritual ambient, but this guy's really good at what he does, and I do listen to it from time to time. This is his old logo, Black Seas of Infinity. I like how the band logos are on the shirts. There's that one, and like I said, I don't remember what that project was called, but there's the back. Alright, I've said it many times, I'm a big Greek black metal fan, so of course I have to have a Verathron shirt. This one's hard to see that on camera. It's gray or black on gray. Got this from Nuclear War Now. A couple years back, they might still have some. Genesis of the Unaltered Evil. Love Greek black metal. Love Verathron. That shit's mandatory. And here's some more Greek black metal, although they kind of don't really play black metal anymore. It's more of like a kind of a proggy, old school sounding traditional heavy metal. Agatus. This came on. This was the cover art for their most recent album, The Eternalist. I say most recent, but I think it's been at least like 5 years. But I like it. I mean, I probably prefer their early black metal stuff, but that Eternalist album was really fucking good. This band only kind of got on my radar over the last couple years, and I had never even heard them until I saw them live, and that's when I bought the shirt. Mystis, very cool shirt. They're a band out of the U.S. They're kind of like a black doom metal, maybe even some maybe black death doom. But anyways, very good stuff. Lots of keyboards, so there's kind of a symphonic touch in there, and I think it really, really works. They were absolutely killer live, and I just kind of became a fan instantly. I have a lot of Absu stuff, and I've been kind of showing that over the course of the last few videos. This is a hoodie I got from them when I saw them live, I don't know, a couple years ago. Really cool cover art on the back, on the sleeve. I think on both sleeves. And you got mythological occult metal. I love Absu. I know they became yet another one of those bands that we're not supposed to like, but I won't go into that. I'm a longtime fan. It's hard for me to let that shit go. Another very killer band that I need more from, but we got Embrace of Thorns from Greece. You could easily call them a death metal band. I'd call them black death metal. Whatever. There's the back. I got this really cheap from Nuclear War Now, probably a year ago or so. Really, really killer band. This shirt I got from the band when I saw them live. They were opening for Venom Inc. some years back, a couple years back. Goat Horror. Killer live band, and I really like their first like 3 or 4 albums. That said, the albums since then have been pretty good too, kind of hit and miss. I feel like this is a band where people either like or they've just never even bothered to check out. So for whatever reason, I think it's because they've been kind of a bigger band. They've been on Metal Blade Records now for quite a long time. It's just that automatically kind of rubs a lot of black metal people the wrong way. So I get it, but There's the band I've always liked. And last but not least, I may have shown this in one of my other videos. If I did, and you noticed, sorry. Probably no one's going to notice, but killer band, Nuclear War Now Productions, Sanctus and Fury. Really, really cool band out of the US. They just had an album out last year. I haven't heard it, but the album before that is just absolutely amazing. It's their best, at least up until that point, it was the best thing they'd ever done. If you've never heard them, think like maybe Profanatica meets maybe some early Morbid Angel, maybe a little Angel Corpse in there. Just really, really killer stuff. So, oh yeah, and I didn't show a comic book in my last video, so at least I don't think I did. So I'll try to keep that going because I think it's kind of fun. Only maybe 1% of you are going to care, but so I've been showing a comic book at the end of every video that I do. It's also, I'll read it before I show it. That way, it's also getting me to, reread my comics or go through the ones I haven't read and catch up. So I really haven't read much for comic books in at least the last few years. But I've been reading this series. It's interesting. I don't read a lot of DC stuff typically. This is issue 3 of Section 8 6-pack Dog Welder, written by the mighty Garth Ennis. It's pretty decent. It's interesting stuff. It's a little bit more grimy, a little bit more perverse, I guess you could say, than DC usually goes into. I don't know if it's something that I'll keep reading, but so far it's fun. I'm digging it. So anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. I haven't had the means to get a lot of new stuff lately, but I do have a couple things to show maybe within the next week or so. I'm still working on reviews. I'm very, very slow with that, but it's still something I want to do more of. But anyways, like I said, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we will talk soon. Cheers. Louis says hello. He's right there. Let's talk, guys.